Well, joining us this morning with tips on how someone, a party of one, can survive this most mushy of holidays is Match.com's relationship insider, Kimberly Moffit. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So there can be some sticky situations, some awkward moments on Valentine's Day. We're going to discuss them, beginning with the fact that many of your couple friends are doing something romantic. What can you do instead?
Well, exactly. It can be so disheartening sometimes when we have family and friends who are all getting in this lovey-dovey mood. It's so romantic on Valentine's Day. They're making plans, and we're left alone and kind of wondering what we should do. And I think the most important thing is to remember that it's really a normal feeling to feel a little bit blue on Valentine's Day, especially if you want to be in a relationship, but you just haven't found the right one yet. So instead of looking at it as a negative and saying, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Look at it as a positive. So there are a lot of other people out there who also don't want to be single and are also going to be looking for love. So use it as an opportunity to get out there and meet some people.
Okay, what if you're at work and the person sitting next to you receives this beautiful bouquet of flowers or a singing telegram or something romantic and a little bit cheesy? How do you react? And I'm going to guess that you're not going to suggest you run off to the bathroom and cry.
Absolutely. I mean, this is something that obviously it's so easy to let jealousy get the best of you in this situation. And especially if we want to be in a relationship and their relationship looks so perfect from the outside and she's being fawned over at work. But the important thing to remember is that you don't actually know what her relationship is like, if it's a healthy or happy relationship, even though it looks perfect from the outside. It might be important to actually think about the fact that you might be a step ahead of her, actually, waiting for the right relationship, because they might be broken up by next year. And also remembering if her flowers actually let you get green with envy, maybe taking a look at your attitude, because that negativity might actually be preventing you from getting into a relationship of your dreams.
Okay, but I like your point about judging other people's relationships, because you never know what's going on behind closed doors.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead. What do you do if your family tries to set you up on a blind date? Does that really happen?
Absolutely. I mean, this happens all the time, especially on Valentine's Day, because there's so much pressure on that day for young people. The thing is, this is a great example of a situation where sometimes your best defense is actually a good offense. So if you already have been proactive and set up a good online dating profile and you have kind of opportunities for dates on Valentine's Day, and according to a Match.com survey, actually 67% of Canadian singles would go on a first date on Valentine's Day. So, which is amazing, I think. And there's lots of fun, exciting activities to do on Valentine's Day that are lighthearted and cute. But if you have something set up and then Aunt Linda comes to you with a blind date that you really don't want to go on, and it's with someone that you barely know and she barely knows you, then you have a way to fend that off, because you can say, I already have something set up.
Okay, we have just a few seconds left.
Okay.
What do you do if you finally worked up enough courage to ask that crush in your life out?
Okay, well, my best advice, don't be afraid to use texting and email to actually...
No!
Yeah, no,
Really?
This is 2013. I mean, don't be afraid. If you're a little shy, it's the way of the future. When you get on the date, don't be distracted by your cell phone. That is the #1 turnoff according to Canadians. And definitely don't ask about taboo topics like their previous history, your finances. Don't talk too much about yourself, and ask them lots of questions about them.
Okay, great advice. And this applies to both men and women, we should point out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Kimberly Moffit. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.